Canon 1056 of the Latin Code of Canon Law speaks of the two essential properties of marriage. The essential properties of marriage are unity and indissolubility. In Christian marriage they acquire a distinctive firmness by reason of the sacrament. First let me speak about unity. Unity is one of the essential features of every marriage, whether Christian or non-Christian. However, in virtue of the sacramental dignity of Christian marriage, unity in Christian marriage acquires a special firmness. Unity means oneness. A husband has only one wife, a wife has only one husband. It means that marriage can take place only between one man and one woman. It is monogamy. It is against polygamy and polyandry. Unity involves fidelity in married life. Unless the spouses remain faithful to each other, they cannot in fact constitute a real communion of life which involves the complete and exclusive mutual acceptance and commitment to each other. Fidelity is not merely the absence of extramarital relationship but faithfulness and commitment to the interpersonal relationship between the spouses. Now let me speak about the indissolubility. Indissolubility means that a validly contracted sacramental marriage can never be dissolved by any human power under any circumstance, that is to say, a valid marriage cannot be dissolved at one's will or with mutual consensus of couple. Marriage bond is dissolved only through the death of one of the parties. Indissolubility can be intrinsic or extrinsic. Marriage is intrinsically indissoluble in the sense that it cannot be dissolved by the will of the spouse. Marriage is extrinsically indissoluble in the sense that it cannot be dissolved by the intervention of an external agent or authority either. In Roman law, marriage was held intrinsically dissoluble. It affirmed that it is the consent of the spouses that constitute a marriage. This consent was identified with the conjugal love, which is the will of a man and a woman to live together as conjugal partners, and the marriage continues to exist as long as the conjugal love exists between the spouses. Once it disappears, their marriage also comes to an end. The modern civil law systems do not admit the intrinsic dissolubility of marriage. Nevertheless, most of them accept the extrinsic dissolubility, and accordingly a marriage can be terminated through a decree or decision of a competent public civil authority under legally established conditions and after a lawful procedure. The Church also does not admit intrinsic dissolubility, whereas in exceptional cases, such as non-consummated marriages, Pauline privilege, and dissolution in favor of faith, extrinsic dissolubility is accepted according to the conditions and circumstances established by the Code of Canon Law. Christians always believed in marital indissolubility from the very beginning of the Church. The indissolubility of a sacramental marriage becomes absolute through its consummation.